It's your favorite day of the week. It's Tuesday. And we are here with another episode of the Fat Girl Chronicles. And not just a regular episode, another dope episode of the Fat Girl Chronicles, where we get all up in your business and discuss the topics that matter to us most each and every Tuesday, right here on Facebook and YouTube. Listen, and we want to first thank Sarkarigus Media Group for allowing us to stream this on their platform. And also Haitian Boy Images for allowing this to stream on his platform as well. And y'all see what we're talking about tonight. And I'm going to give y'all a disclaimer. We are not doing this in a bashing way, okay? We asking questions, we get into the nitty gritty of things, and we want to know what we need to know in order to know what we need to know, okay? Make sense? Cool. So I wanted to put that disclaimer out there before we got started, before we got too deep into it all. But we want to welcome y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your girl, none other than Leo Rochelle. I'm the captain of this vessel. Sorry. Next to me right here, we got none other than Sir Moses in this thing. What up, Moses?
How y'all doing? What's going on?
How is you?
Better.
Good. Better is good. I was about to be like, yeah. And next to Moses, we got none other than Anisha, the greatness guru. What up, sis?
What's going on?
Listen, you didn't put this
first trap. Put that out there.
You didn't put this hoodie on. Is that cold up there?
It was actually cool today.
It's cool today.
I told y'all them Virgos came up in here and then got chilly outside.
Yeah, they got cold outside. Cool outside. It's like, what?
Wait a minute, is already hoodie weather in Chicago?
Yeah.
It's
I'm
hoodie
moving up
weather.
This morning it was like between 40 and 50 degrees this morning. Yeah.
Man, we still wearing shirts out here. I'm not used to this.
We not no more.
Well, the weather dropped up here, up this way, Moses. You on the lower end of the world.
Yeah, on the lower end, so the weather didn't drop.
It was just 90 degrees 4 days ago. That's the problem.
My mama threw my North Face at me this morning. I was looking at her.
Girl.
I don't need no notes.
And then down here at the bottom, we got none other than the Mouth Moments. What up, Papa?
What it do? It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. And then we got none other than Ayla, a.k.a. Coach Coco. What up, mamas?
That's me. Hi, guys.
This is you. This is her. And this man over here in the wig, none other than Pablo Escobar.
Harold Melvin without the blue notes.
Harold Melvin without the blue notes.
As Gina said, hey, Gina. Hit it.
It's to me.
If he don't put some activator on
that sounded like Mario.
It didn't. That sounded like Luigi.
Right, Luigi. That's who it was. That's who it was.
Activator on that dry wig.
You ain't put no oil sheen on that at all.
You just spray that down.
I told him to go buy some Jerry Curl juice. Like, I don't know what he's doing.
I told him if you don't get some curl activator,
put a little olive oil. That's it.
Yeah, can you get some?
I'm gonna get some of that pink. Put some of that pink on it. You know what I mean? You know.
No, you're gonna look like
some
a
pink
cat
oil moisturizer. No. Hey, Gina.
It's good to see you, honey bunny.
Hey, boo thing. It's been a while. Hey, beautiful people. Deidre. Hey, girl.
What's up, good folks?
Okay, I don't know why my thing don't want me to click on nothing, but
no thing don't
pause.
I knew it was coming.
It's always you. It's always you with the pause.
Wait a minute.
I mean, because
your thing
what was
don't
plausible about that?
Your thing don't want you to click on it.
What was plausible about it?
See, exactly, twin. Exactly, twin. Yep. Your thing don't want you to pause. Sometimes you gotta click that mouse. Sometimes you gotta click that mouse. That's all.
Twin be extra. That's
That's how fast he said.
Anywho, we're gonna get into this whole little rotation of things on this evening.
Let's go.
Listen, so I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in first and foremost. We got a couple special announcements going on later this evening. I'll get to it and all of that good stuff when we have a moment. But it'll be this later this evening because there's some good announcements and all of that kind of stuff. But first up, we got the PGC World Roundup News with none other than Coach Coco up in this thing.
I'm coming in
get into it real quick. We finna get into it. I'm glad you did too, buddy bud. All right, mama, it's on you.
Hey, everybody. What's up? It's your girl, Ayla, a.k.a. Coach Coco. I'm coming with you with some of the world news for today. There's too much stuff happening in the world today, so I'm just going to give you the bits and pieces of what I pulled out. So first and foremost, I don't know if anybody knows this or has been paying attention to the news or whatever. There's always this threat of the National Guard going different places and being deployed. They have done it in Los Angeles that I know of recently. But now they're planning on doing it in Washington, D.C., for civil unrest, Los Angeles for the immigration protests, Chicago, Oakland, and Baltimore. So these are some of the cities that they're considering deploying the National Guard. So, and then apparently it's supposed to be adding more. So just pay attention to that. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. It's been a threat for years about this. So we'll just see what happens with that. In other news, I don't know if anybody saw Lil Nas X was arrested over the weekend.
Oh, no.
Why are you so ignorant?
Oh, man.
Oh, no, like that.
Jesus, he was arrested over the weekend. He had a possible overdose. So let's keep him in our prayers. I know that we have Mental Health Awareness Month that we talk about all of the mental health awareness, and I'm a firm believer that a lot of people that are on drugs and have these, they have some mental health issues. So let's go ahead and keep them in our prayers. And then last but not least, it is Virgo season. It is officially Virgo season. It started August 22nd and it ends September.
No, ma'am. The 23rd. Gonna give us our day.
Sorry. I apologize.
Give us our day.
August 23rd.
Give us our day. Our daily bread.
And ends. Look, she said, "Don't play with the Leos." Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize to you. So it starts
all good.
It starts August 23rd and ends September 22nd. I'm not gonna do it very long like I did with the Leos. That's just because y'all know why I did it with the Leos. But I will say some of the personality traits of a Virgo, if you don't know, is they are practical, analytical, hardworking in nature with a strong focus in detail and desire for perfection and order in their lives. They are excellent problem solvers, diligent helpers, and dependable friends. Though they can also be very critical, prone to worry, and shy. Virgos thrive in structured environments, value efficiency, and have a deep sense of responsibility and empathy for others. Some of our favorite Virgos out there is Idris Elba, Keke Palmer, Taraji P. Henson, Nick Jonas, for those who rock with Nick Jonas, Zendaya, and my very, very special and favorite Virgo, Beyonce. And that's the news of the day.
Forgot Ashy and Musty.
What?
You talking about your knuckles?
I'm talking about Virgo traits.
You say, huh?
Talking about Virgo traits.
Anywho, thank you, Coach Coco, for coming in with the PGC World Roundup news.
Absolutely.
Peace and blessings to Lil Nas X. Hopefully he gets it all together. We don't want to see you out here walking around in your boots and drawers.
You know,
But thank you, Coach, for the roundup news. We
and
about to get into the
they are deployed already in DC.
So they are deployed already.
Yeah, they've been deployed. He did it
And
because
if you pay attention, all the cities he talking about deploying them in cities with black mayors.
right.
Yeah, all of the cities that he is talking about deploying our black mayors. You are absolutely right.
He has done DC, and he actually legally can do DC. And when he did Los Angeles, he wasn't legally supposed.
He wasn't legally. That's why they pulled him out, right?
Yeah. So look here, because being in the state of Illinois, look, Pritzker and
they've been going at it.
They're not playing with him.
No, they've been going at it with him. He been talking mess about Pritzker. I saw the stuff. He called him a slob and told me he's getting the gym.
And then and most of those states are sanctioned states too. So he mad. He real mad.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that, Coach.
PGC World Roundup.
Oh, that was dope. I like how you did that there.
Send me that in a voice clip. So I can put it on there.
I like how you did that.
Because we gonna need it, all right? Yeah. So tonight's topic of conversation, guys and dolls, we are talking about where are all the married black men, okay? And listen, again, before y'all get to trying to tussle with us and all of that good stuff, we are not doing this in a bashing way. This conversation stems from a few social media posts that we recently saw on, Coach sent it to me, and then I went a little further to look up the long ones, the first one and the second one. So we're going to get into the first video. I'm going to show it here. Let me get it up. Get it out.
Have a real good time.
Hey, okay.
Fine.
Right, so here is the inspiration for the conversation on tonight.
Where are the black men with the recipe for marriage? Because y'all ain't loud enough for me. Now, y'all know as a culture of people, we loud about all the wrong things. Now, me as a black man, I desire marriage. But I have so many things working against me when it comes to the movies, when it comes to my upbringing, when it comes to people in my family. You don't hear too many black men talking about getting married, doing it right, generational wealth, building a family. And not only that, working through the hard times, getting through the tough thing, getting through things that most people walk away from. But I know there are people who are doing it. Why ain't y'all letting us know what the recipe is? Now, we all know that it's work, but it's nothing like having an example. It's nothing like having somebody who went through it and came out on the other side. It's nothing like seeing somebody commit to genuine, true love. Go through the phases of I didn't like this, I didn't like that. Going through where this person is growing more than the other person. This person is more financially responsible than this person. Where are the black men who got the recipe for marriage, who done really did it, and you still doing it, and you ain't let nobody deter you from continuing to work through that? Because commitment in the black community is a woo. And I want to know how you done it. Let me know, because I'm going to do it.
Let me know, because I'm going to do it. But here is a response that has been all over the place. All right, here we go.
Where are the black men with the recipe for marriage? Because y'all ain't loud enough for me.
We're definitely here. Y'all just don't listen, and you're not teachable. I heard a brother say this recently, that a lot of men want the position that being a husband carries, but don't want the work that is required to actually maintain and flourish in the position. What that means is y'all don't want to be sacrificial. And I get it, because some days I don't want to be sacrificial. But in order for that marriage to work, you have to die to yourself. You are the head, you are the leader, you are the man of the home. And so you are the one that sets the tone, which means you are responsible for the success and or the downfall of that household. Does that mean that the wife has to come and do her part too? 1,000%. But the reason we're not loud enough, quote unquote, is because the ones that make think pieces for content, for money, for rage baiting, and for views, it's because they're not giving you sound advice. They're not giving you sound advice because, of course, polarizing advice is going to go farther than the sound, wise counsel of men that are in the fight. And it's not really a fight, but in the thick of being in a marriage and trying to make it as successful as possible. And the number one thing that y'all don't want to do is die to yourself in order to serve your wife or in order to serve the marriage so that the marriage flourishes. You're much more, about to get upset, you're much more concerned about you personally flourishing instead of the marriage flourishing. And to be clear, that does not mean you don't get things that you want. I am not saying that, but I am saying that there has to come a priority list. And as the man, as the husband, there is a certain level of sacrifice and sacrificial love you have to be willing to give out in order that your marriage will flourish and be successful. But y'all don't want to do that.
The fact that he said that you have to die first, the fact that you got to give a part of you got to die in order for this to work. That right there.
I think the problem is that when you hear that a part of you has to die in order for something to flourish, it becomes a negative. It becomes like this negative connotation, but it's like this negative thing behind this negative effect and this feeling. It's kind of equivalent, I would like to say, to remember when Martin and Gina got married and he took off his ring to see if he still got it. Like if he still got it. It's like one of those things, like I there's a piece of me that I have to let go of. I have to remove in order for this. And that goes both ways. It's not just a man. A woman too. Something has to die in her in order for the marriage to flourish. And I think a lot of times people are just way too selfish to allow that to happen.
And they actually are, because it's about self. And what you're not realizing is that once you become married, y'all become one. So it's not all about you anymore. It's about the both of y'all. So and I keep hearing men say that I want you to be submissive. Do you really know what that means? Do you really understand what that means? I can't be submissive to somebody that's going to leave me inside of a paper bag. What are we going to do in this bag? We have to, it's not about anybody telling anybody what to do, but we have to come to a common ground of like, hey, we're going to make these proper decisions for both of us and our families. It's not just about you. Well, no, I'm not going to get nothing. No, it's not about you anymore. Y'all become one. It's one. And you took a covenant. So now you supposed to be leading her, but you didn't let her inside of a paper bag. Now tell her how to get out. You got to help her to get out so she can help you too. It's a helpmate. It's at the point where y'all got to learn how to help each other and take self out of it. Once you take the self part out of it, it'll all come together, but you got to take self out of it. Yes, there's some things that you're going to want and she going to have to compromise. He going to have to compromise, but it ain't about you all of the time. And a lot of folk get it mixed up with, and it's not just men, it's women too. Well, no, it's about me and I got to do what I want to do. No, you married this man or you married this woman. It's now about what y'all need to do together. Let's build this together, brick by brick. And you can't build it by yourself because all them bricks going to get heavy.
Guys, what y'all take?
Listen, I was just about to say, fellas, where y'all at? What y'all think?
And I don't like it.
How y'all feel?
I personally don't feel like I am the right person to talk about this because I failed it. So.
You said because you failed at marriage?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Well, you the perfect person
You
to
the
talk
perfect
about.
person to tell
What
us.
you mean?
I can't tell you what the right thing is because I did it wrong. But I
If
can't
you knew
tell
it was
what my
wrong,
growth
You can
is.
talk about the wrong. You can talk about the wrong thing because what is it that you feel is the wrong thing? What you feel like is the wrong thing?
Definitely not rushing. I think young people, it's kind of hard to get married when you're young because you still have to mature and grow both sides. So that
Wait a
can be
minute, we can't hear you too good, Papa.
I was saying that.
There we go.
Let's
Lean in. We
yeah,
get
a little bit, get close. See, what I was saying was, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, like, both parties, I think when people get, most cases, not all cases, there's some alignment in anything. But I think in most cases, people get married and they get married young and they haven't experienced life or they haven't grown. You know what I'm saying? So, growing up together, you know what I'm saying? You're developing one side, she may be developing another way, and then you start seeing things in each other that really don't fight. So I think that's part of the problem from that standpoint. And then I think it is, I think I know this, younger women, they so much on social media, they allow social media to
you.
their relationship.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me?
We hear you now.
No, I was saying that in some cases, younger people allow social media, which is the key word in it, social, to influence their decision making in some of the ways they move. Like, everybody got a fucking opinion on it. Everybody's a fucking relationship expert.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think you just have to go about the walk your path yourself and realize what it was. I was listening to this new album from artist LA, and it's called Locust Avenue. I know this is not just for me, but any man, if you go listen to that, his story kind of parallels a story like my story of like realizing the ups and downs of how you're still hurting. Or you went through some things as a younger man and some hurt that you never addressed. That then you have to grow from that and then be like, wow, am I the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like this album, I suggest any man, women go listen to it too. But women go listen to it to understand men, and men go listen to us to understand yourself. This is a very dope album.
What's the album
What
again?
you said the name of the album was? I'm sorry.
Locust album. Locust Avenue.
Locust
and
Avenue.
And it's by LA. He spelled his name ELHAE. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like him singing a song. It's like he's telling a story with a young lady helping him narrate, asking him questions. Like the whole thing is like a story. Like he on the train and he meet this lady. And he's like, "I'm not good." She's like, "Love me." He's like, "Yeah, everybody got something going on." And they just start going through these different steps in his life and his relationship, where you start realizing different things. And I guess I'm saying that to say that every man out there will listen to this and have some kind of parallelism. But that's
okay.
Did I just make up a word on Fat Girl Purpose? Parallelism.
You did. But we used to it from you. We used to it, you know. We're going to put a dictionary together.
Yeah, for sure.
Called the mouth moments.
The mouth moments. Them words.
Them words, okay. So my take on it was not necessarily the original video, but what the man was saying in the second one. A lot of the reasons that a lot of people aren't very loud about them being happy or being present and all of those kind of things in their relationships is because we are a society who looks at people who are happy in their marriages and enjoying their wives, enjoying their relationship in their marriage. They're the first set of people that y'all call simps. So they're not out here talking about their relationships out loud. I mean, you may see them talking about it, but also what I have noticed, Russell Wilson being the one of the first examples that came to mind, was that this man loves his woman out loud. He ain't really did too much of anything out the way. He loves his woman out loud. He takes care of his kids and her children as well. They are a thriving Black couple. And even when it came down to him making sure that there was generational wealth and blessings and all of that kind of stuff, everybody in every way called Russell Wilson a simp. And how is it that he's a simp when he's honestly a person out here doing exactly what this man was asking for in this video? He is loving his woman out loud. He's talking about his woman out loud, all of those kind of things. And even more recently, Aaron Pierre, him and Tiana Taylor, they're not even focused on the love or the relationship or the beauty of the relationship that they are displaying for us. But so many people are focused on her divorce, her previous relationship, and her previous situation, that they cannot focus on what's in front of them. Then, not only that, like Pop said, a lot of people use social media as a way to like be influenced, and then don't really talk about relationships or love or anything in that way in a positive way. So a lot of times we get the conversations that are talking about love in a way that it's like, bruh, who hurt you?
Right.
That's the end result of the conversation. Like, bro, who hurt you? Because if we are desiring these conversations, then that means as a whole, we got to start tapping into those spaces where those conversations are being had, and not just focused on the negative, sound bites. The negative sound bites where it's always the back and forth with the woman and the man, the Red Pill podcast and all of that other kind of shit, because those are designed to do exactly what they're doing. They are designed to divide. They are designed to separate. They are designed in order for people to not focus on the beauty of relationships as a whole. And you can tell some of these people be incels. But by the way they talk about women, by the way they talk about relationships, by the way that they talk about communication and community overall, they are not the people that y'all want to be listening to, but those are the people that y'all listen to. So
exactly, it's not where you want to go sit at the table with an older couple and ask them, how did you get this far? What did you do? Because what you don't, you just seeing all the glory part of it, but you don't know the story. Because it's some work that they had to put in to get to where they going. Because like you just said with Russell and Sierra was just on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And she had to check Charlamagne about her husband. Because he went in to start calling him a simp. She said, hold on. That's not what you're going to do. You not going to talk about what he does for me. And now he first kicked it off with talking about the football team. She said, hold on. No, sir, you're not doing that. Not on no team that my husband play on. Whether they good or bad, that's the check that pays him. We're not going to have that conversation. Then he went into the simp thing and calling him a simp. Why is it so easy for the fellas? And this is for the fellas that are on here right now. Why is it so easy for y'all to call a man a simp because he loving his woman out loud? Because he doing what he needs to do or doing right by. Why is it so easy for y'all to call him a simp? Why is that so easy to say?
It's not.
So this is exactly how the conversation went. They were saying that he was asking why do so many men look at Russell and say he's a simp in that way. And she was saying, look at the people who saying it. And then they start, her and Charlamagne's getting ready to call some name. And she was like, no, we ain't gonna call no name, now call no name.
Right.
And then she was saying that, look who's saying it. Like maybe they're not capable of being loved and understanding the elevations of love. She said, when you get a man that's a man, they love differently on the whole level. So
Right.
Because they do.
I like the way he love her.
I love it. I love the way that he loves her.
I think, all honesty,
She ain't popping out all of them babies for nothing.
Exactly.
baby, he be all over his wife.
I looked at her last video. I'm like,
Lord, today it does look like he got on eyeliner and mascara, Gina. At the end of the day, a lot of people operate out of emotional damage, right? And trauma. So a lot of these podcasts or shows or whatever, and even a lot of these
He absolutely does look like he got on eyeliner on a regular
and mascara.
basis.
It does like he got on eyeliner and mascara
all the time.
But he does wear makeup. I think he said
Charlemagne.
I think he does wear makeup. I think he said that.
He does. He did.
Allegedly.
He does.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people just operate in that space. And when they do, it's easier to side with someone who taps into an emotional situation that you've experienced in a relationship, as opposed to someone who's saying, hey, that this is possible, especially if you grew up in an area or a space where you never really saw good, positive Black love. You probably the best Black love relationship you've seen was two crackheads. I've seen two crackheads together for years. You hear me? Together for years. They fight, they argue, but them two ride or die for each other.
Yep.
Yep.
And I think and if you're gonna look at anything, you know what I mean, people will look at that. But I think that is really, I think it's just really sad because a lot of people do operate in that negative space, and it's really hard for them to. It's just like me. I was married, and I have a few friends that was married, got divorced, and they think now it's like, well, I'll never get married. I'll never get married again, right? And I'm like, what did marriage do to you? It wasn't the marriage that failed. It wasn't the marriage that happened. It was the relationship. It was the situations, the lack of growth
in that relationship.
It was the people in the relationship. Just because a marriage is a business. At the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. So if you're going to invest in a business and invest your time, your money, your energy, your efforts so that your business can create generational wealth, that's the same kind of energy you want to invest in your relationship. But a lot of people don't know how to operate in that space because a lot of people have never seen businesses or people own or start businesses, so they don't know how a marriage should work. A lot of times people are operating on employee status. So I'm in a relationship with this person and they may or may not fire me, but if they do, I'm already looking at another job. I already applied over here. I already did this. I'm already looking over here at this because I don't want to grow in this job. This is just temporary jobs. I'm gonna jump over here. That's how people that jump into different jobs and different occupations, that's how they treat their relationships. The same way. There's no commitment to it. There's no need to want to make the business grow or to make the marriage grow. It's just a need to just get by, survive.
Yeah, absolutely. Fellas, what y'all got? I'm gonna let y'all talk.
Yeah, because two fellas ain't said nothing.
I mean, ain't said a damn thing.
Like he
and Pablo over there look like somebody.
Right,
Listen, I was just about to say he look like somebody that slapped his head around.
Yeah, Pablo done changed that wig in 3 different areas.
Welcome aboard. It's
I'm gonna say this conversation was like when I saw that post, it kind of triggered me a little bit because it actually had to make me look into myself. I actually had to break myself down to see where, and even throughout my marriage, I never pointed the finger at nobody. I looked at myself first to see what I did. And what the oh shit. But
I'm so stupid and I'm sick of them.
Yeah. So I do agree with a lot. Like one, you gotta always understand that we do not have a lot of positivity with, like, we don't see what good marriages are made of. And one thing I did have to understand, like when I got into my marriage, I didn't have no blueprint to it. I went into it just based on love. And it's so funny because the last thing my ex-wife told me was like, love is not enough. And I had to be like, and I never understood that.
Mm-hmm.
Like therapy was what really helped me. Like, and I was like, huh. All right, but love is not enough. And you're getting hit with all these so-called, like Pop said, everybody's a relationship expert. Everybody feels like they know what's best. What's the greatest relationship? Like, I agree with everything you guys said. I don't think Russell Wilson is a simp. I think he's a dope dude. I think for real, his situation is his situation. It works for him. Mm-hmm. And they came together. Now they're making millions together. They're actually growing as two people coming together. Exactly what a marriage is. Two people coming together with a common goal to grow, multiply. Yep. That's what a marriage is. It's two people coming together to form as one union, and she rides for him, he rides for her. And the thing is about it, he don't even really need to ride for her. All he does is love her, and that's the crazy thing. Mm-hmm. And I love that. And I think I had a conversation with my peoples the other day. I said, real talk, I could deal with anything else in the world as long as I could come home to somebody that actually loved me. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll fight anything in this world. As long as you could come home to somebody to love you the way you want to be loved, there's nothing else that matters. And honestly, like that's a formula that I'm looking for. I'm trying to learn myself. Like I said, the number one question I need to answer for myself is to learn how I want to be loved. Mm-hmm. And that's what I've been trying to learn right now is what I want to be loved, what do I want next in my relationship and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, like those questions are very tricky. Sometimes they can be triggering, especially if you don't know like what to say about it, how to maneuver it. It's a like I said, I don't really want to get into the back here. Like you said, it's not a battle. Mm. At the end of the day, I feel like women did their part, men did their part. Sometimes you just really have to just look at yourself and take accountability for what you did and be like, you know what? I didn't stand on business over here, and I was just very, but I'm growing, I'm learning. My man, like you, well, he said you have to kill part of yourself. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. You do. To have a successful marriage, you really have to kill part of yourself, and you just have to fall on that sword all the time.
You gotta let that ego go.
Yeah, ego and pride does not take place in a marriage at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
And then I like what you said as far as the knowing what it is to love you, like knowing what that is. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to add on to that and say, also choosing someone who's willing to love you, who can love you that way, willing to love you that way. And when you say, this is what I need that helps me to feel like I am loved, willing to show up in that space. Mm-hmm. Because that's a sacrifice. Because sometimes we don't know how to love people because we haven't experienced it, we haven't received it, or maybe we had an experience with it. Maybe we tried it this way. We had an experience with it and it wasn't the best outcome. So now we are in a situation or a circumstance where we don't want to love somebody that way. It causes vulnerability that we need to be willing to take if you're willing to be with that person. And if somebody's really willing to be with you, they're going to work on that love for you because it should be both ways. If I'm not a person who likes to give gifts, not give gifts, but if I'm not a person that likes to do service, but that's like one of your love languages is service, now I have to figure out what can I do that creates them, that makes you feel like you are loved. Because if I'm giving you everything else except for that, you'll still sit there and feel like I'm not loving you.
And that's because a lot of people don't know what it means to love someone in their love language.
In their love language.
A lot of people think because I am loving you the way that I know how to love you, that means I'm loving you correctly. And that's not what being loved correctly is. But also on the flip side of that, like Moses just said, a lot of people don't even know what being loved correctly looks like. or what they need in order to be loved correctly. So a lot of people go into relationships, and one of the things I was going to say earlier is that a lot of people really just got together, they had good sex, and then they thought that's what was going to keep them together, and ended up being in a marriage. Therefore, the marriage went to shit because there was no substance there. Like there was nothing there. Y'all just had good sex and y'all was attracted to each other.
Right.
And a lot of times I feel like that's what's happening more often than not. As people are getting out here, not being in alignment, just hunching on each other and then thinking that that's what's supposed to keep y'all together. It ain't. That's not what's going to keep y'all together. That's not what's going to keep y'all tied to the goal, because even in that, you are seeing that you all don't have shit in common. You don't really like this girl. She can't love you right. She can't take care of you. She don't know how to treat you, and vice versa. So we end up in these spaces and situations because we lead them with our hearts. And sometimes that's not the way you got to lead. You got to lead with your brain and let your heart follow after the fact, because that's how we end up out here fucked up. But also, to another point that that Moses made was that I can't remember, so never mind. I'm gonna read a few comments. My brain just completely went blank. Okay, so Trailblazer, in my experience with being married and divorced for the last 3.5 years, is that I thought I was ready for that, and the experience was a rude awakening for me. D Girl said because people really don't be knowing who they are, and they are too influenced by what other people think. They refer to Russell and Aaron Pierre as simps because the women are considered baby mamas or damaged goods. Ooh, we gonna talk about that. Now that's true. Most of the podcasts that's out here speak from an adversarial perspective. Then when you want to show, hey, Black love exists, you have those who don't know or don't care to try to put ideas out in the world about people who are happy. That's what she said about Charlemagne. Trailblazer said, I don't hop in those type of conversations. Most of the conversations are purely subjective and never from a true objective perspective. That's like the one dude who used to be on tonight's conversation, I believe. His name was Mike or something. I think that was his name. One of them. They used to always have something to say about relationships, Black women, and this, that, and the third, or whatever. And always talked about relationships from the perspective as though he was dating white women and all of these other kind of things. But the truth of the matter is that he was dating white women. And they plastered that man all over social media after that. So
I don't know who you're talking about. Probably because I don't watch it anymore, but
I haven't watched it in a while, but this was quite a bit ago when they started going through all of this, like digging into his background, because they got tired of him having the conversations about Black women and relationships and things like that in the way that he was having them. So crackheads know to hustle and outlove people. What the fuck am I doing wrong in life? Listen, I'm trying to understand too. It seems like our people don't take commitment seriously anymore. I'm gonna touch on that comment. It's not that our people don't take commitment seriously anymore. It's that a lot of people would rather pay attention to what's being pushed on social media and on shows and things like that instead of actively paying attention to the people around you. Because a lot of times the people around you are in committed relationships. They are dating. They are doing the things that we say most of our people aren't doing, but we're looking at it on such a grand scale now because we have so much access and we have so much availability to other people's lives on a regular basis that we feel like this grand scale of people that we're able to see on a regular, and the few examples that we see out here, a lot of times we make it as though that's the majority, and really it's the minority. It's just the minority is being pushed more than the bigger scale things.
And pretty much the minority is just being loud about it.
It's profitable to have failed Black relationships
than it is to have a good relationship. Because if you pay attention to, it's a whole bunch of celebrities that you never hear anything about their marriages, like LL and Ice Cube, and all. You never hear anything about their marriages.
Method Man.
You don't know nothing about that. Because they keep all of that out of the limelight. Because look,
Snoop,
as your grandmama used to say, keep your business in your house.
Y'all just named 3 cheaters. I can't with y'all.
People, here's the thing.
You can't focus on the cheating part.
You can't focus on the cheating.
You can't focus on the cheating part.
No, you can't focus on the cheating.
But no. Listen, Pablo. Yeah, they made mistakes in their relationships, and they had to step up to it. But you see how you just saying that, but the marriage is still there though. You're gonna mess up in your relationship.
Exactly. I mean,
as a man, you're gonna mess up.
Whatever situation you're talking about, you never heard nothing about their relationships or marriage.
Y'all hear that, ladies? Give us some grace.
I mean, you
not every lady. I'm not saying like that. But you gotta understand,
everybody has to give grace. Because like Moses said, you gotta learn yourself, and in the matter of you teaching yourself how to love you, you got to teach somebody else how to love you.
Indeed.
So if cheating is your biggest factor, is that somebody gonna cheat, this thing say for better or worse, for richer or for poor. Exactly. Are you gonna put in the work to work this out? Because look, it ain't a man that's always cheating. It's a whole bunch of women that's cheating that ain't said a word.
Walking away is the easiest part.
It's the easiest for you to just.
The easiest part to walk away.
It's cowered up and just walk away. No, let's sit down and find out why you did this. And what part did I have in it? Because truth be told, everybody got a part in it. It's a two-way street. So everybody got a part in it. So let's sit down and you tell me, what do you need from me? Now I can tell you what I need from you. Now we got to work together. It's a matter of, it's easy for you to get up and say, well, she cheated and I'm gone. And for most men, when y'all get cheated on, y'all whole world crumble.
You can't even handle it.
Your life, you can't handle it. But when you cheat on us, you want us to stick around. You want us to stick around.
Just a thought. Like you just sit up there
and accept you back. You want us to be like, oh, I know I cheated, and why you still talking about it? Wait, what? Nigga, you about to slit your wrist because you found out that I did something.
There's something else I need to put out there too. Leah, before you go out there, it's also another thing for like men, like. And don't, like I said, it's the lack of resources. It's the lack of resources. Like we really do not, like you said, we have to take our pride out of stuff. There's one thing I noticed once I started doing, things became a little bit more easier. Reaching out, talking to other elders. Like, you gotta understand, I'm from the Caribbean. So talking to another Haitian man about marriage is that's not the way to go. It's not. Because the way they think about marriage is completely
welcome for our conversation, son.
What happened?
I said, you're welcome, son. You said talking to other elders. You're welcome, son.
Shut up.
You're welcome, son.
And that's the part
no. Don't get twisted. Older people. Leo's really my person I go to unpack to, real shit. But when like on some other stuff, like when I had to really try to talk to other like guys, like to sit down to figure out, like, you know, for resources on marriage itself, like I said, I had to really unpack I don't really care. Like, I know the marriage failed. I had to figure out the reason it failed. What did I do? And I feel like men, like, we really don't really, like, I went to marriage counseling. I don't need to marry. I did 4 weeks of marriage counseling only. That's it. Do y'all know there's more work to be done after the marriage? And nobody did nothing. Like, we didn't do that.
You ain't do it because everybody just want. Here's the thing: you don't want the marriage, you wanted the wedding.
My point exactly.
You wanted
So
the wedding, you don't want the marriage, because you don't realize after the wedding, there's work to do.
After you said the I do's
Yeah.
and you know the
You open
honeymoon,
out the
the
gifts and the
trips,
cards and all of that.
all
It's work
that.
to do.
Yo, you have to actually live with this person, and people don't
Every day.
understand that the woman changes all the time. The man changes all the time. Like personalities are different. You
Yeah.
have to wake up every morning to say, "I choose to love this person."
Yeah.
Every freaking
Every day.
morning.
No matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Including the cheating, Pablo.
Exactly, including the cheating.
Including the cheating.
And like I said, Pablo, don't get it twisted. Like I said, the cheating is a messed up factor, and we can't only say men cheat only because women cheat as well. But the point is, women will forgive a man for cheating, but a man won't forgive.
The man won't forgive a woman. And you in the corner
I
about
would
to
say,
slit
I
your
would say,
wrist.
I would say this on the other platform, something that I always say.
But then again, I know why though. I do know why.
Because niggas are more bitches than bitches. It's simple as that.
You said what you said.
Well,
It's simple as that.
well,
You know, I know why though, but it's just like I said, it's lack of resources. It's like I feel like we really have to really get off our high horse sometimes and just really reach out to like somebody and be like, sit down, talk to your like the show. Like it's so funny. Like now these shows are coming out like Fellas, what Kirk Franklin is doing with all the
I
other
love
guys.
that the Den of Kings or King's
Den of-
Table
the
or
King's-
something.
Yeah, Den of Kings. Like it's
I
so funny that
love
these
that.
shows are not coming out. It's crazy because like where was that show like probably like 4 years ago? Maybe.
But see, here's the thing: did you really need the show, or did you look at the older people around you that have been married for years and you never went to go ask a question?
Hold on. But you don't understand. I'm a Haitian man. The Haitian households are not built like that.
I think
Haitian
the
household.
thing
You know what love is in a Haitian household? The man goes to work and
providing,
pays the bills and provide. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, is that what you want? Because I do that now. Is that enough?
I think the problem is just because people are married, they've been married for a long period of time, especially if you've seen the marriage unfold and the different things. Sometimes it's really hard for people to go, and I'm going to say especially men, because, and the reason why I say this because I think I remember reading something a long time ago, and it was saying something about how men are visual and they're linear, women are a little bit more abstract. So we kind of look at things in our brains. That's why we gossip is what they say, because we got all this going on, right? But men are more linear. So if I'm sitting over here and I know that this person's my uncle and my aunt been married for years, but I also know that my uncle done slept with my auntie. And I also know that my cousin and his girl been married for years, but I also know that she messed with the milkman, he sleep with her sister, and they fighting all the time. So if that's what you're watching, yeah, your idea of marriage is a little construed.
It's screwed. Let me tell you something. You know what we look forward to when we go to a Haitian funeral? Other kids popping up.
Oh yeah, them side babies.
Yeah, them side babies.
Well, all right. Let me just say this about what Pablo said in regards to the cheating, and then we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna come back, finish this conversation up, because we got a different conversation that we're gonna lean into. It's funny that the cheating in regards to the ones that were named was brought up, but also even when the cheating was brought up, it was only out for a short period of time. It wasn't a huge conversation, because even what may be broadcasted as cheating, maybe she knew. That's the other part of it too. It's like we don't know these celebrities' lives, and we don't know all of the details of everything. So we get fully invested in stuff, and then we be out here ready to throw a shoe at somebody because of what was said. But also in regards to that, as far as the celebrity relationships go, their lives is different. Baby, they've been together for forever. We don't know what kind of pact or whatever they got going on. So the ones that we named, even others that we can name, Courtney Vance and Angela Bassett.
Mhm.
Been married to his wife for forever.
Denzel,
Denzel and Pauletta.
Denzel,
Samuel and his wife. What's the dude?
Magic Johnson,
Omar Epps.
Omar
Yep.
Epps,
Talk about
yep.
Magic Johnson.
Morris Chestnut.
Omar Epps and
Morris
his
Chestnut.
wife. Morris Chestnut and his wife. There are so many other examples, and so we as a people got to stop dwelling on the ones that we know. Oh, well, that nigga was over there. Okay, but what work did you do, or what did you put in your current relationship?
Mhm.
Did you enter that relationship in a way that would have made anybody cheat? Because if that's how you came in the door, then take a look at the shit that you got going on. Okay.
Waving the fofo.
Listen, kicking the door, waving the fofo. So a lot of the stuff that we look at as infidelity and all of that other kind of stuff, sometimes it be them people relationship and they choose to do that. The wife already knew about this woman. It's just now y'all are just finding out about it. They didn't went through it, healed it, and moved on from it, but the world is just not finding out about it because somebody decided to open their mouth about it.
Y'all want to talk
But
about
also,
I'm sorry, y'all want to talk
but
about
also, a lot of times we have to stop focusing on everybody else's shit because that's the easy escape route. We sit up here and focus on everybody else's shit, but then don't be paying attention to our own. Our own house can be on fire, but we are
burning down.
We laughing at the person next to us because they porch on fire. Nigga, your whole house is burning.
Yep.
Your whole house is burning. Pay attention to the house that you are standing in that is currently burning down. So that's where we're at as a society. We are so worried about, look, your car on fire. Nigga, your house is burning down. Mind the business that pays you. Focus on your things. And then when you can no longer throw a rock and hit a glass window, then hey, then you good to go. But until then, shit, everybody needs to focus on their own shit. Man, the business that pays you. And that's it. But also, a lot of people put their shit out here on social media. And even then, I still be scrolling past. Because one thing I don't give is a fuck. Okay? All right. But we finna get into this little commercial break real quick. Y'all go grab a drink. Go grab all of that good stuff. Go on and get your little tinkle on if you need to. But then come on back into go on and do it right quick. Don't take too long because we ain't got time. Or take the phone in there with you. You know y'all do that anyway. But we finna get this commercial break in and then we shall return shortly. All right? Okay. Pop, that you ain't go nowhere.
I don't tinkle. I peep.
And he is back.
Shout out to the break. Shout out to the drink with the red with the blue being poured in. Shout out to that leg quarter.
Okay.
The
Looking
leg quarter.
delicious as hell, ain't it?
Yeah, slow motion on the leg quarter. That thing was fire.
Listen, that thing was tasty. Listen, we want to welcome y'all back. Okay. Listen, some chicken do sound good right about now, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, we can use that. What part does chicken play in the marriage?
Nick, you know what? We not. We are about to get into the talk affirmation before we slide into the next segment of the show. Hold on, Auntie Niche. We in this thing, baby.
Hey y'all.
Right.
So look, we are in the midst of discussing marriage, and this leads me directly into this topic and something that's been pulling at my heartstrings for the last couple of days. And I had a couple conversations with a couple people about it. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is a big part of you being married, you being in a friendship, you being in a situationship, whatever it may be. You gotta learn how to forgive too. And as much as we think that it's a cliche, because you hear somebody say that forgiveness is for you and it's not for them. But here's the thing, and the best thing that I heard I heard this on Sunday, and when I tell you, it like punched me in my gut that we are really taking forgiveness the wrong way, because you thinking that if you forgive somebody, you still have to have a relationship with them and you have to build something else. Who said that? Mm-hmm. The forgiveness is just for you. And this thing right here that I'm about to say to y'all is probably going to hit a couple people like real hard. It's probably going to knock you out, knock the wind out of you. Choosing not to forgive is simply being in prison with the doors wide open. Imagine that you got the doors open and you could just walk straight through it and be out of prison and out of jail, but you still in there with the doors wide open because you choose not to forgive somebody.
Well,
and that's pretty much. I just want y'all just let that sit in your spirit before you go to bed tonight. I want you to think about that. Choosing not to forgive is like being in prison with the doors wide open.
Well, you better talk that thing.
How you gonna work it out?
All right. Well, she said what she said, and she meant what she meant. All right. Pablo, you over there looking mid, so you got that's mid for us tonight.
That's crazy. You disrespectful, yo.
Yes, I do, ma'am.
He been over there looking mid since he got on here. He been looking like,
oh man,
that's crazy. You know, I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know if you had it for us, sir. We gonna get into that too. Then we gonna get into the next thing. I promise y'all the next thing gonna be good. I promise y'all. All right.
Hey everybody, what's going on? This is your boy Pablo, aka Wiggy Marley, aka Sweaty Murphy, and we are here with another one, another beautiful one. That's mid. Now, when I say you're mid, it doesn't mean that you're completely terrible. Doesn't mean you're pretty good. You're just right there in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I.e., Michael Jackson, i.e., The Wiz. You know. Just right there in the middle. In the middle. But shout out to the parents today. All right. First week back at school in Maryland. And if your kids are not in school the first 3 days because they don't have no new clothes, but y'all had a seafood boil over the weekend, you're mid. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I agree with that.
Saying?
So,
You ass for that. That ain't mid. That's ass.
I mean, you can make your own seafood boil, but a little stinker butt. Get a little stinker butt a shirt, some sneakers. Come on, man. They've been giving them out all week. So that's all I want to say.
A new bag.
Look,
You know
and the
what I mean?
fact that your kids ain't got didn't have none of them school supplies, but you put your boots on the ground for Beyonce all summer long.
That's all I'm saying. You went to Beyonce twice. You went to
Yep.
the Breezy Bowl, but little
Yep.
stinker butt don't got no book bag.
Not no book bag.
That's wild.
Or
business.
the fact that motherfuckers be showing up to these book bag giveaways and you done spent all your money all summer long.
Exactly.
So, like I said, if you know a man, hug a man, because we all need a hug. Till next time, y'all.
that was a good mid.
Thank you, sir.
That was a good mid.
Finally one I agree with.
That was a good mid. Let's give him that.
One that I actually
We agree with you on that one, Pablo.
All right. So the next topic of conversation for tonight, because I knew this one last week, we were kind of cutting it close. And I knew if we would have started, we would have had to finish it on today anyway. So let me hop into this little situation. Yeah.
Caught him in the bed with my daughter.
They don't give you a right to put your hands on my son.
He know the rules. He know the rules.
Okay, and I tell him the rules, but you,
they in the
when it
living
comes
room.
to
They
my
don't
children,
go
you do not put your hands on my child.
They don't go in the bedroom.
Understood.
They stay in the living room.
Understood. He put his hands on you, correct? Do not touch my child anymore. And I wouldn't touch your child. Don't.
I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him. I
It
roughed
doesn't
him
matter.
up. I
You put
threw
your
him out.
hands
He
on
knew the
him.
rules.
It doesn't matter. You could have spoke to touch him. You didn't have to use physical force.
So
Because
did
I could
you
press
even know
charges
who
on
he
you.
was? Where he was?
Nah, I'd have whooped Buddy ass and thrown him out like.
Put your hands on my son.
Caught him in the bed with my daughter.
They don't give you a right to put your hands on my son.
He know the
Don't.
rules. He know the rules. when he
Okay,
come
and
over
I
here.
tell him the rules, but
They in the
when it
living
comes
room.
to
They
my
don't go
children,
in-
you do not put your hands on my child.
They don't go in the bedroom. They stay in the living room.
Understood. He put his hands on you, correct? Do not touch my child anymore. And I wouldn't touch your child. Don't.
I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him. I
It
roughed
doesn't
him
matter.
up.
You
I
put
threw
your
him out.
hands
He
on
knew the
him.
rules.
It doesn't matter. You could have spoke to him. You didn't have to touch him. You didn't have to use physical force.
So
Because
did
you know I
did
could
you
press
even
charges
know who
on
he
you.
was? Where he was?
Well, did she know where he was?
Yeah. How we gonna unpack this?
I'm gonna unpack it like if you was at that man's house and in the bed with his daughter and y'all knew that y'all
You got what you got.
You got what you got.
You got what you got.
Don't come talk to me about it like, Ma, he put his
He didn't
hands
say
on
they
me.
was in the bed. He said he was in the room.
You know,
He didn't say
Oh,
he
no,
was
No,
in
the
the bed.
first part he
was in the
did. Yes, he
bed.
did. He
He
said
said
I
he was
caught
in
him
the
in the bed.
Oh, he said he called
I
him
caught them
in
in
the
the
bed.
bed. The first
In
part
the
when
bed.
he came to the door,
You got what you got.
He said, I caught them in the bed together. He
He's
knows
lucky
the
he made it
rules
home.
that they're not
Exactly.
supposed to go in the room. They're supposed to be on the couch.
Couch.
So you
Oh,
disrespect
okay.
this man's household, first of
Yeah,
all.
it's totally disrespect.
Second of all, you got what you
What
got.
you got.
Because me as being
And
your,
the-
me
and
as
the
being your
daughter- and
mama,
the daughter
I'm
was
not
being
going up there to
disrespectful.
say nothing to that man.
But can we unpack the approach?
Right. And what her kept putting her finger in his face.
Yeah, can we unpack that part? Because first and foremost, the approach for me was disrespectful as fuck, which is why your son think it's okay to disrespect or go in this man's house doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. There was a way that you could have addressed this, also not with your son present. Right. You could have addressed this as two parents, two adults, and moved on from there. Yes, you may have felt the way about the man roughing your son up or grabbing your son up out the bed, but what was he supposed to do? Just let your son lay in the bed with his daughter? So if he grabbed him up out of the bed and then put him out the house, then so be it. But also, as a woman, there's a way to approach a situation so that you don't put yourself in a situation where you get fucked up too.
Facts.
My whole thing is, where's his daddy at?
Okay.
And why his daddy didn't go have that conversation with him?
That too, Anisha.
Where's his daddy at? And why didn't his father go have that conversation with him?
The daddy ain't there.
Whether you wanted this man to put his hands on him or not, the fact that you disrespected him, and this is where it leads from, a whole lot of women teach their son to be disrespectful because you disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you went to this man's door, here's what happens: is you went to somebody else's domain. Now, had he slapped you, then he'd have been wrong.
But that's
you
my
at
thing.
his door with your fingers in his face, saying you shouldn't have put your hands on my son, and you kept saying understood. Apparently, you don't understand. You don't understand because he said, "I caught your son in the bed with my daughter."
He could have shot him.
He could have shot him.
He could have killed him.
But what I'm getting from this whole scenario is that the girl and the kid been dating for a while, so it's like he knew the young man. Like the young man been in the house plenty of times, and they've been around because he said the way he said he know the rules of the house.
Exactly.
So it wasn't his first rodeo with the kids. So the kids have been there before. So now it does become a point of disrespect from his point for his daughter and him, but also from the young man too. Because if you've been on my house several times and we've interacted, then that means you know my house rules.
Yep.
Yeah. For her coming over there like that, like Leo said, let's have a grown folk conversation and keep children out of it.
Yep. And the boy should have never been with her. Whether you had to come by yourself, you could have came and called him and said, "Hey, let's talk about it. I heard what happened, but let's discuss it." The way you went to that man's door.
The fact that he told his mama that man put hands on him is meaning that's how she raised him.
And meaning that you didn't check him. You didn't check him anyway. You said nothing to him because you got him standing here to say he put his hands on you, right? What?
Them two fingers would have been touching her wrists. Okay? Because, first of all, where was the man's wife too?
Right.
Or the girl's mama or whatever the case might have been. Because you came over here pointing your fingers and such at my husband's face. One, when your son was in the wrong. Two, yes, he did grab him and he put him out the house. But also, your energy is coming over here like you was coming over here to whoop somebody's ass.
And that's pretty much what.
Knowing the black family structure, the mama was behind the daddy. He tell her, "Calm your head down," because she back there raising her head like,
right.
Let me get to the door, Leroy. Let me get to Leroy. He back there when he got the door closed up on his shoulder.
And Leroy trying to say, just don't do that. And Leroy just as calm. Yeah, I did. He said I didn't hit him. I roughed him up and I put him out the house.
Yeah.
But again, them two fingers would have been bent back touching her goddamn wrist because who you talking to?
First of all, the mama was at the store getting them crab legs.
I'm like, who is that talking?
Getting that crab boil ready. The daddy didn't want to put no hands on her because he knew what was coming. She's bringing them crabs home, knowing good and well they didn't go get them backpacking school supplies. I had to run that back.
There you go.
I'm not gonna do this with that.
Yeah, because right, Deidre, because ain't no way you about to come to my house and disrespect my man and her husband like that. Yep. No, ma'am.
Facts.
But also, again, like Anisha said, where is the dad? Where is the husband?
Mm-hmm.
Because you came to this man's house with a whole lot of masculine energy, with a whole lot of bravado, like you was finna whoop his ass
but
for
honestly,
touching the boy.
That's where a lot of stuff is like. I applaud the man about that. I applaud him
because he was real calm.
Composure. Yeah, he kept his composure, and you already know certain men. You got 2 times to put your finger in their face before,
and they about to lose it.
Yeah, so I know mine's is like probably got like 4 times. After 4 times, I'm gonna crack you. But
that first time, I probably would have. That first time, Moses, I'm sorry, I'd have snatched them fingers and like, hold on, player.
No, women are different
because that would have been the next move. Okay,
the moment she jumped forward, I felt threatened.
Women are different,
right? Because she leaped and then she went in his face, like understood, but you still don't put your hands on my child.
At the same time, you can see she's raising forgive my French, a little tender dick little nigga, because he went home and go tell his mama
that he put his hands on me.
He put his hands on me instead of keeping your mouth shut because you was wrong.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But he know his mama.
And I don't even
know his mama.
I do understand letting his mother know the situation because more than likely the daddy was gonna call anyway. So I get that part that you told your mother the situation, but also don't go home telling your mama the situation, making it seem like you were innocent in the whole scenario of things, making it seem like he just put his hands
she talked to him on the way home. Like, you ain't telling me that other part.
Yeah, right, because he didn't say that part. He never said that he was in the bed with her. He just said he grabbed me up and threw me out the house. He never told.
He never told
that he was in the bed with that girl.
Yeah,
so she was already in it, so she couldn't break.
Right, like
and who was recording? Was the daddy recording?
That's the thing. Yeah, who was recorded? That's a good question.
It's a skit, Leo.
The son had a selfie stick behind
it might be. Everything a skit now, goddamn days, so we can't never tell.
That was his little brother and sister record because the mama said, "Come on, record this. I'm gonna show you how to bitch a nigga out, how to punk a bitch nigga out."
Yo, Mouth ain't play, but I'm not gonna front. Mouth is right.
You got my angle. You got my angle. Okay.
Got my angles. Got my angles. How my hair look?
Whether it was a skit or it was real or whatever the case may be. That stuff happens often.
I would have been like, first of all, she needs to bring it down 3 notches.
And he practiced a lot of patience. Because I don't know if I would have said that at home.
Conversation.
Look, because here's the thing, we'd have been like the movie Keep Your Hands on the Car. Keep your hands.
Honestly,
if he would have choked her, he'd be wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Been wrong.
The but moment he would have put his hands on her, it would have been a whole GoFundMe. Justice for LaTonya Jenkins.
Yeah, because that man hit her.
Yeah, because that man hit her. So,
Moses.
What?
It would. And he told me too. They started a whole GoFundMe for her.
A GoFundMe.
He said GoFundMe.
It would have been a whole GoFundMe.
Wait, look,
but LaTonya Jenkins.
Because she probably needs some new lashes.
Yeah, you know, and come on.
He took like 2-3 of them locks out. It'd be crazy.
But I heard that predicament on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, and one of the things that Brat said was, "You put your hands on my son." She said, "I would rather for you to have pulled a gun out on him," and I was like, "Whoa."
What?
Yeah. And she said, "I would rather for you to have pulled a gun out on him than for you to have put your hands on him. Because putting your hands on him is a different situation than you pulling a gun out on him." And I'm like, I don't really see how that's a different situation.
That don't make no sense.
But it didn't make sense to me at all either because that's a whole escalated level.
Escalation. Exactly.
Yeah, that's different than just putting your hands on him.
He in that generation now. He gonna need therapy.
Hold on. Now you see what? Now you pull a gun out on a kid like that. Now uncles are involved. Now that's a family feud.
Uncle should have been involved. If he put hands on him, he know he was wrong. That's why he just went to go see his mama. He ain't go see his uncles. He ain't go get his cousins. He ain't go get his homeboys. He told his mama.
Didn't say nothing. And at the end of the day, he didn't call his daddy and say nothing.
Right. because he knew he was wrong.
Because his daddy was like, well, what his dad? Because most men would have like, well, wait, what
What
do
did you
that
do?
This man put his hands on you?
Exactly. He
And
went to
his
the one
mama
who's gonna
never
tolerate
asked
his
him that
nonsense.
question. All she heard was he put his hands on you, and he done made up this whole elaborate story for his mama. That's all she heard was he put his hands on you, but you
That's
never
how these
told your
kids are in
mama
school.
that you was in the
You
bed
can't touch
with his daughter.
Mhm.
Listen,
That's how
I've been in
people
the
get
bed.
hurt.
First thing first, like I said, you better be happy that you're breathing, because technically speaking, you was in the bed with my daughter. I had all reasons to shoot you right there. Point blank.
That's true for trespassing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
All
let's make this
trespassing
loud
at
and
this
clear.
point. I'm like, he know the rules. He broke the rules. Now his ass dead. Look at him.
And he
Stupid.
and like Pop, he been over. He knew the rules. He been over there. You've been dating this girl for a long time, and you knew what this man had already told you. You don't go past this couch.
Bruh. It's probably the daughter's fault. To be honest with you.
And that's what I was about to say
And she
too.
probably did lure him in there.
Yep. Talking about he
You
ain't
don't
gonna
know
be
the
home.
other side
We
of
don't
it.
know-
Here's the
we
thing.
don't know-
But then
look.
here's the thing. I can guarantee you, he got with his daughter too.
No, yeah, exactly. He
Jezebel.
probably did.
He got with her.
The daughter got a couple of backhands.
Shut up, Doc.
The daughter got a couple of backhands. Stop being a hoe in the streets.
Yep.
You know,
Jezebel.
Jezebel.
Giza.
You know,
She
I raised
probably was
that.
like, he don't get home till about 6. We got time. Pops came home early. Now look at him.
Or they
Hold
got
on,
so
hold on.
enthralled in each other that they lost track of time because they thought they was up there doing something. I remember.
He
I
ain't
remember
nothing
that
17.
situation
He ain't living in all the
happened.
night.
I remember that situation happened with a friend of mine. I was at her house and her daughter was having company and they didn't think nobody was gonna come up in there. And I just happened to be going to the bathroom, on some auntie shit, and I smacked the door. What y'all in here doing? And they was in there doing each other. And I was like,
Wait. What that mean? What that mean? What that mean?
what does what mean?
You said doing each other. I ain't never heard it explained that way.
You know, Doc got little kids. He need to know for the future.
I mean, if you don't know what doing each other mean,
Doing each other
they was
nails,
punching,
hair. Okay, that's all you had to say.
what you talking about? Some nails and hair? Why would that be the course of what I'm talking about when we just said that this man pulled that boy out of the bed with his daughter?
I ain't never heard it called doing each other. That
Well,
must be a northern thing.
hunching.
All right, there we go. Starting a fire.
But they was in there putting it on, and I'm like, wait a minute. It's too many grown people in the house for y'all to be doing that.
Nah,
Y'all thought y'all was gonna get caught.
Did you let him finish though?
that's the right time.
Now, why the fuck would I let them finish, Doc? Come on, be for real.
She ain't the cool auntie, Doc. She ain't the cool auntie.
Okay. Choir minds want to know.
First of all, I don't give a damn how cool of an auntie I am. The fuck you're not gonna be doing B14 and hunching. And then it was a whole thing after the fact. But also the little girl was the one who got in trouble.
Yeah, because she
The
fast.
little girl got in trouble. And we called the little boy's parents and stuff too. But he got off pretty much like they ain't really we don't really know what happened with him.
That's my boy.
But the little girl,
Yeah, that's how they
her
treat the
mama
boys.
had to come over there. Her mama had to come over there and do all of this other kind of stuff. And the crazier part was that she had just said that she told her daughter about Roe v. Wade. She just had this conversation with her daughter about all of these things because ain't shit you could do about it if you got pregnant now. So it was an eye-opening thing for me because I'm like,
Yeah, I don't care about that.
y'all just gonna be hunching in here like it's nothing.
They don't
And
care
I
about
had
that.
a whole conversation with them before we even had to go to the point of calling their parents because, baby, what y'all was doing? And why? And why y'all thought that was okay? Because now I'm mad at y'all because this didn't even have to go this way. But, yeah, I don't give a fuck how cool of an auntie I am. Don't ever be somewhere hunching. Because you don't even know what you're doing, first of all. And I'm finna bop you in the back of your head. Because why you thought that was okay?
Nobody know what they
'Cause
doing there.
okay. Why you thought that was okay? You too little. You too young for that. You can't even rattle off a multiplication table, let alone tell me something about sex. So fuck up.
They like, why? I got a phone for that.
Get your ass up.
Tell them again, Doc.
I got a phone for that. I don't need to rattle off no multiplication.
Yep, I ain't got to rattle off nothing.
Well, your little goofy ass better figure it out.
Hey Siri, what's 4 times 4?
Yep. 21.
Even still. Anywho, I just wanted to see y'all thoughts and opinions on that. We finna get into the F word with yours truly. My computer just is adamant about putting all of these notifications for an update on here right now. But we finna get into this F word, and then when we come back, what we got up next, niece? After the F word.
After the F word.
Time to close out.
We gotta do.
And we do have the new
music moments in time to close out.
Yeah, and we do got the new music moments tonight.
We got 27 songs this week, y'all, since you missed last week.
Going to get y'all pen and pad ready while we get into this F word real quick.
I want to go on a side quest. I want a side quest so hard that I end up taking like culinary classes in Paris. I want a side quest so hard that I literally like spin the globe, close my eyes, pick something, and that's the country that I go to like on a random Saturday or Sunday, but still make it back in time for church, amen. I want a side quest so hard that I find a new career or a new hobby that brings me so much joy that it heals the innermost, deepest parts of myself. I want a side quest so hard. And I want this to be something that I do often. I started side questing like every other weekend, like just seeing, like going outside and seeing where the wind takes me. And girl, it has changed my life. I have done some crazy, interesting things that has just brought me so much joy. I want to side quest so hard that I find a new form of joy that is unplanned, unprepared, and healing all at the same time. Is it just me?
I love it. My girl said I want a side quest. Okay.
Please don't go there right now. Anywho, the F word for tonight is fun. We as adults, we have gotten so caught up in all of the busyness of life that we forget to have fun. We forget to go on side quests, and we forget to go on adventures that create a new spark or a different level of joy in our lives. And when I saw that video, it reminded me to do the same things in my life, because your life is not boring. You are just not doing enough to create joy in a lot of different ways, because a lot of us stick to the joy that we are used to knowing instead of finding the joy that we need currently. So the old way of finding joy may not work for the new version of you that you've become. So find joy in places and in things that are beneficial to the person that you are right now and the person that you're becoming, while that joy and that side quest fuels and heals the inner child within you. A lot of us get so caught up in the building, the growing, and all of those kind of things that we do not pay attention to the journey, the beauty of it, and how amazing it could be if you took a side quest, if you found something new that you've been saying to yourself, oh, I want to try this. And your side quest don't have to be alone. Find somebody to go on a side quest with. Find your partner in side quest. My sisters are going to become my partners in side quest, while I also side quest by my lonesome. Fun, enjoy, bring out your creativity, your willingness to be available and open and pay attention to all the things that are in front of you. But also get very clear about the type of person that you want to show up and the legacy that you want to leave behind. Because all of the things that you do, whether they are a side quest or they are your actual purpose, will help you to get very, very, very clear on how you navigate that pathway to doing all of the amazing things you're meant to do. So get out here and have some fun. Get out here and live it up, have a good time. And I ain't even just talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself. More importantly, I'm talking to myself more than I'm talking to y'all. To get outside, to have a good time, to enjoy all of the things that life has to offer, because you only have one life. And I know we are so used to saying or hearing YOLO, but it's true. You only have one life to live. You only have one life to get out here and live it to the fullest. So don't be afraid of imposter syndrome or feeling like a fake or feeling like you are unworthy or undeserving or all of those kind of things. Throw that shit the fuck out the window and get out here and enjoy your life. All right? Don't be complacent or compliant or none of that, because that takes away from the true beauty of who you really are. So get out here, shine bright like a diamond, and do your thing in this world, because we're waiting for the healed version of you. All right, y'all? That's your F word for the night. All right? All right? All right.
F word was fun, fascinating, and fantastic.
Period.
Come on, Pop.
Taking a side quest helps us to build for our main quest. Absolutely. Because you go on a side quest, you can meet somebody that's supposed to be helping you with your main quest.
Period.
Pablo, why you got your hand up?
What else?
Since we done with the F word, can you give me her an app so I can get on her page?
Anywho, we are getting ready to get into.
I got an F word.
I do have another thing that we are going to check out real quick, because we still got a little bit of time left before we get into the new music moments. Let's see.
Baby, I hope you're entering a phase in your life that's called I love me more. I love me more than I love them. I love me more than I love this relationship. I love me more than I love the drama. I love me more than I love the toxicity. I love me more than I love the excuses I make for myself. God, I love me more than I love the excuses I make for the people that continuously harm me. I love me more than I love the labels that I wear in other people's lives. I love me more than I love fixing them. I love me more than the stories that I continue to share. I love me more than I love the addiction that I have to my past. I love me more. That's the next phase, and I hope you sit with that. And as you start this journey of I love me more, that you add, what do you love yourself more than? What do you need to love yourself more than?
Do you need to love yourself more than?
She said the labels that I have in other people's lives. That's the one for me.
That spoke to me. No, I did. That spoke to me.
Yes, sir.
Where you found these things from, boy? That's you.
Because I be out here looking for stuff. I be looking for ways to be better, to show up better, to show up in a different light and a different way, because not to say that I'm not a good version of myself, but I want to be my favorite version of myself. Not my best, but my favorite. I'm always be growing and doing and changing and learning and becoming somebody more. But in the meantime, in between time, while I'm doing that, I just know that I want to be my favorite self. I want to wake up and know that the life I'm living is one that I am happy with. And the people that's in it, I want them to be people that I enjoy my life with. So that's also the reason why I go finding stuff or looking for stuff, because I really don't want to be in the midst of people who don't add value to my life. Fuck is you here for?
You waste a lot of time holding on to people that they always subtracting, but they not nothing to.
I'm not. That's one of the biggest issues right now. I'm trying to figure out what is here for.
Right, you got to figure out, like, what are you here? Are you here? Because there's some people that was only here for a season and a reason, but you trying to keep them for a lifetime. Some people that's supposed to grow root with you and grow with you, and those are the people that you let go of. There's some people that's supposed to be like the weather change when the leaves change on the tree. It's time for you to exit.
But you know, so, when you say things like that, it's like at the same time you have to understand how disappointing it is. Like the people that you thought that was supposed to be there with you.
Oh, I know it's very disappointing.
I think that's what crushes. I'm gonna speak for myself. That's what crushes me the most. Because when you are a pillar in somebody else's, and I think, like, you know, I feel like I've been a pillar with some people for so long, and I don't get that energy back. Because at the time, I don't think I ever needed that energy back. But when you really do, and you don't get it back in return, it's like, oh.
That's because of expectations.
Right. You said expectations.
You were expecting to receive something on the end because of something that you gave out, and therefore you didn't get what you didn't get a return on your investment, because a lot of times we put out information or we put out the energy that we wanted to receive something in the same way that it was given. And that's not how things work. You can give, but also know that what you receive may be different. It may be the same weight. You can have two jars and they weigh the same, but one look different than the other. That don't mean that you're not getting the same thing. It just means it's different. You're not getting the same value, I should say. It's just in a different way. So
it's just realizing that, though, that could be the kick in the nuts, though.
It is. I mean, it is a kick in the nuts. And it's coming from somebody who knows that. I stopped expecting for people to give what I give, and that was my downfall. I expected for people to give what I get.
Yeah. So we talk about, like, it's like during my divorce, that's when I started realizing who was who. And I was just like, okay.
And you could have friends that you have had all your life, and then you finally realize they weren't really my damn friend anymore.
Yeah. I told you, my new like the people I just met were more supportive and more, how can I say, tolerable.
And
like
I'm gonna give it to you from a business perspective, Moses. We tend to think that family and friends and everybody's supposed to support our business.
Nope.
No. It's strangers that support you more than your family will.
Definitely.
And that was a sucker punch for me with starting business. You think that your family's supposed to.
You know what woke me up this weekend? You want to talk about something like that? Somebody I did a shoot for. I did a shoot for them. Didn't charge them nothing. And then to find out when they had a big event, they hired another photographer. And then what they do, they call me to show me the work because it was mad at the work that the other photographer provided. And then you're mad at the and then when I heard how much you paid this other photographer, I was like, oh.
And the fact that I did a whole photo shoot for you for free, and then you went to somebody else and paid them, that was a smack in the face.
That was a slap in the face. And I was like this. And then I was like, I learned a lot from, and I had to tell this person that I learned a lot from your situation too. She was like, what? I said, I need to go up on my prices.
Exactly. Exactly. My prices just changed.
My prices just changed.
Okay, just change. And you gotta put that emphasis on.
I need to go.
Damn, my price.
I thank you because my price list just went up.
And the funny thing, I had to tell that person that. She was like, "What did you learn?" I was like, "I just changed my prices.
I just learned that I had to go up on my prices.
I had to go up on my prices because I'm doing too much. I'm doing
yesterday's price is not today's price.
It's not today's price. Okay.
10 minutes ago, prices is not the prices right now.
Yeah. Like I said, like you said, your family and your friends are never going to support you the way you need to be supported.
Never.
Listen. Well, let's get into it. Before we get into the new music moment and then get up out of here, I don't know if y'all know this, but I mean, y'all should know by now. But we do still have our book club, the Book Nook Book Club. And I'm going to do the recommendations. I have a couple recommendations, but this one is like my fucking number one recommendation. If you are out here looking for something to read, looking for something to tap into, this book right here. Damn, that picture grainy as hell. Why it come up like that?
That came from 2013. Good gosh.
Nigga, I'm like, wait a minute. I just looked at it and it wasn't that damn grainy. Let's try this again, because no. Anyway, that's the book. It's called Let Them by Mel Robbins. It's the Let Them theory. When I tell you Mel snatched my edges back to the middle of my head, from chapter 1 all the way to chapter 12, I think it is 12 or 14. The chapters in the book were an amazing addition to the journey that I've already been on. So listen, y'all, if you really looking for something to read that's going to change your mind and really put you in the perspective of moving differently with people and how people move with you, go get that book. Listen to it on Audible or go purchase the book. When I tell you the book was so good, I'm going to buy the paperback version of it, even though I listened to it on Audible. I rewinded that shit so many times and took notes and had to write down stuff. The book is top notch for people who are in the transitional space of their life that's looking for something different to learn, to grow, to change, and to shift your mindset when it comes to interacting and dealing with people on a regular basis. So, that's
Where'd
the book.
she come from?
Go get it.
Who? Mel Robbins?
Yeah.
I want to say Mel has a podcast too that I've been listening to.
Yeah, she dethroned Joe Rogan.
Yeah, and then she has and I was listening to her too, with going through the perimenopause stage. She is, and the stuff that she talked about.
Mel is really great. She's been out for a while. I've heard of Mel Robbins for a long time, but this book, along with her podcast, really propelled her into the spotlight, but she's been out for a while.
I thought Joe Rogan was gonna be number one forever, and then she's popped up and was like, nah.
Well, she said, baby, give me the spot, give me the green light.
Shout out to her.
So
they were cutting him a check too. So
listen, so we gonna get into this new music moment.
Double dish, y'all. So get the notebook out.
So we gonna get into y'all notepads and pens ready.
Actually, if you do it like me. Just if you have Shazam on your phone, please put it on there.
Shazam it, right?
I can Shazam it.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
Yo,
what's up? It's your man, the mouth, and it's time for your new music moments. And we back. It's the Fat Girl Chronicles podcast. Well, we getting started off with Mr. Jeff Bradshaw featuring Eric Roberson off his new album 20. And the song is called Make Some Time. And I got a lot of music for you tonight. So make some time right here with the Fat Girl Chronicles podcast. Yes, indeed. That's called Make Some Time from Jeff Bradshaw featuring Eric Roberson. Now I'm keeping it moving with the artist, and the name of the song is called Back and Forth off the album Who Am I? And like I said, it's the artist right here, your new music moment.
I take pride in all I've been through, and I got you to get some things too. That's why I'm quick to put my guard up, and you so quick to build your walls up. Ain't a game I wanna play anymore, so can we leave it all behind us? I can't, I took a one-way right to fit. Pick up your line, I'm in your city. I'm at your door, but no one's gonna love us, cause everything I need is with me. I know we've been back and forth again. I know we've been round the world again.
Yes, indeed. That's the artist, and the song is called Back and Forth. Now I'm keeping it moving with an artist by the name of Victoria Noel. And the song is crazy. The song is called In the Name of Love. Right here in your new music moments with your man, the mouth.
That's why I love your stilo. I love you, cause you love me. You don't deprive me of my needs, no never. I got you, you got me. We got us, we got we forever. Love called my name in the name of love. I'm all in.
That's Victoria Noel, and the song is called In the Name of Love. Now I'm keeping it moving with Mr. LA featuring Amber, and they got a banger, and it's called I Choose You. Right here in the new music moments.
All I wanna do is love you. Be the one that keeps your body warm, makes no difference. Switch positions, it's whatever. Girl, I'm on what you want. No matter where I go, I'll always come right back to you. Cause all I wanna do is you. Let me address you, baby. Oh, it's true. I choose you.
Yes, indeed. That's LA and Amber, and the song is called I Choose You. But I got to leave you with a little inspiration. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to give you one from Miss Eris Ford. And the song is called Never, right here in the new music moments. That's Eris Ford with your inspiration, and the song is called Never. Definitely don't forget add these songs to your musical collection, and that's gonna be LA featuring Amber, and the song is called I Choose You, along with Victoria Nowhere and her song called In the Name of Love, along with Back and Forth from the artist off the album Who Am I? And don't forget Mr. Jeffrey Bradshaw, his album called 20, and the song featuring Make Some Time For Me featuring Eric Roberson. Go add those to your musical collection. Please and please also take time. Follow your man The Mouth on Instagram at @the_mouth247 and everywhere else the mouth_moments. And also, if you want to spend some time with me, check me out each and every night, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. for your good night kiss. And also your inspirational song in the morning, every morning at 9 a.m. Well, between 9 and 10. Yo, if you got any questions or concerns, I want to know where we've been and what we've been up to, or you want to hang out with the squad, hit us up anytime at the Fat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com. That's the Fat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com. Yo, this been your New Music Moments, and we back on vacation, baby. So tell a friend how to get in, man. It's your man, The Mouth, and I hope you enjoyed the music. Hope you enjoyed the time. And like I always say, man, when it comes to music, music is life, and life is love. And I'm out.
And I'm
Oh, those was dope. The Mouth.
Yeah, dog. He just dropped he dropped like a whole 20 piece right there.
Look, I'm trying to tell you that all of them have
like
now
a
been
20
added
piece.
to the Spotify.
I don't know. I cheat. I just follow Pop on Apple Music.
Same.
I just cheat.
Same.
just
D
grab it
girl,
off the table.
I'll reread that book. I will reread that one, honey. Okay, you let me know when you want to start, because I will reread it. Hey TK, what up? What up? And Pop.
Yeah.
I'm definitely on what Moses said. I'll be following him on Apple Music, because as soon as I see his face pop up in that little circle, and that's what he listening to, then that's what I go listen to too. Yeah, because he be listening to some shit. And it's a bunch of new, really good shit coming out. Like, bunch of it. I've been listening to shit all week, and I'm like, oh, ain't nobody disappointed yet.
Once you add Pop to your, like, when you start listening to his playlist, all of a sudden all his music just starts strumming on your stuff. You be like, oh, okay.
As soon as I see it, I just download it and listen. But I also like checking out the new tab on Apple Music, because it be having some good stuff on there too.
Yeah.
But make sure y'all go on over to Apple Music. If you have it, make sure you go follow The Mouth, check him out. And then if not, you can always go back and check out some of the old episodes of the Fat Girl Chronicles. Get your New Music Moments, get your pen and pad, and go ahead and write down everything. And I do mean everything that is available, that he has told you to go listen to, go check out, all of that good stuff. Because I promise you, he ain't gonna never steer you wrong with no music, okay? Not never. He may tell you a lie about being with somebody's mama. But he'll never lie to you about music, okay? He'll never lie to you about no music. I'm gonna tell you that much, okay? Okay. All right, y'all. But we getting ready to get up out of here. Before we go, I'm gonna give y'all a couple of more little sponsor situations y'all need to check out. Check out your boy, Haitian boy Moses. Do I need to run that again? Let me. Okay. Make sure y'all go check out Haitian boy
picture made me
Moses.
some coin, boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, all y'all people out there planning for y'all wins next May and June, go ahead and get at it before it get too late.
What you say, Moses?
That Leo picture of you.
Ain't nobody seen that picture.
I saw it.
You know what? That's the reason I put it in the middle. I did it.
And that Mustang.
I got a picture. Oh, guess what? I'm about to leak Miss Thirst Trap picture in a minute, but you know, I just want her to get better first. I'm gonna send it to you, Leo. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
How about you send it to both of us?
Okay,
Right.
I'll send it to both
But
of us.
also,
But look, when I
Yeah,
saw that
that's the
picture of
only
Leo like that, I said, God damn.
I was gonna
That's
shock
the
you, but I'm
only
not gonna
time
lie to you.
just
I was
seen
gonna
that
just post it
picture.
one day with you.
I don't care if you post it.
Oh,
You don't?
Anisha's.
Uh-huh.
What?
Did I send it to you already?
I'm not. No, you said you was just gonna post it. I'm like, whose picture you was just about to post?
I can post
But
both
now
of
you
y'all.
be randomly posting mine.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Leo.
You got to warn me. Let me know.
Listen.
I don't need no smoke in the city.
What? I'm about to
I don't
post.
need none of my
Don't
little
worry.
hoes to be popping up on your page
Listen.
in your comment section. Like, how you
Listen.
get this picture?
Well, how you get
Yo, for real. When I posted A-list, I got a couple of people like, yo, you know who Shorty is? I was like, whoa. Excuse me.
Give me a 24-hour warning. And I didn't even have no warning when you put it in that video. And I saw that video, I said, oh, no, this
The funny thing about it, not a lot of people caught it.
I did when I first saw it. I said, look, and I don't know how I got distracted when I first caught it. I meant to text you, Leo, and say, well, damn. Okay, then.
That shit, I'm talking that.
Okay, then.
When I took the picture, I was like, God damn.
I'm like, okay.
All right, that's enough. Moving on. But no, send me the picture of Anisha because I want to see it.
Okay.
So I can see it too. Yeah.
Right, Anisha said, hold on. I
want to see it too.
Talking about.
What picture are you talking about?
But make sure y'all check out Moses. He is amazingly talented behind the lens and all of that good stuff. And yours truly is also a part of his team as the stylist and creative director. So if you guys are looking to shoot, let us know so we can get that thing cracking. All right. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to another amazing episode of the Fat Girl Chronicles, where we get all up in your business and discuss the topics that matter to us most each and every Tuesday, which we lovingly call Fat Tuesday. Listen, we are going into the month of September, and September is anniversary month. Okay, next month we will be celebrating not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 years. 5 years of this thing right here, cracking and going strong for 5 years, strong and long. Okay, y'all. Listen, it has been an amazing journey, an amazing time. And we're going to celebrate all month long. I'm going to tell y'all now, if I come on here crying every couple of shows next month, then so be it, okay? We got a lot of memories over 5 years, and Pop, we're gonna have to do something special for the 5 years because he been rocking and rolling since the start of the reboot. For 5 years strong and long, Pop been riding this thing out with me. I already started on something special for him, but we gonna get this thing cracking in a major way for our anniversary month. Make sure you share the page, subscribe to the YouTube channel and all of that good stuff. We still looking to reach our 1K followers and subscribers on the YouTube channel. So help us out with that by our anniversary day, y'all. Share with your peoples and tell them to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. All you got to do is type in the Fat Girl Chronicles, and that's PHAT. Type it in and hit the subscribe button. But again, we about to get up out of this thing. We've been here all evening. But we love y'all. We thank y'all. Again, thank you to Sir Moses, Niche, the greatness guru, the mouth moments, this little circle person right here in the middle, and none other than Pablo. Harold Melvin without the blue notes down there. We up out of this thing. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. On whatever you do for the rest of the evening and the rest of the week, y'all. I put the picture up too soon. I put it up too soon. Whatever you do for the rest of the evening and the rest of the week, y'all. Don't do it with your half-ass. Do it with your whole ass, y'all. We up out this thing. We love y'all to the fullest. We hope y'all have an amazing evening. Good night, good night, good night.
Hey.
You gotta do it with your whole ass.